Manipur directs stakeholders to maintain status quo ante of the controversial site chosen for mass burial of 35 Kuki Jo people at Torbung Bangla until next date. A Jawan of 6 Manipur Rifles and another civilian sustained injuries in firing and bombing attacks by suspected Kuki militants from Kautruk Maning Harautel towards Kautruk and Senjam Chirang adjoining. Bharat Raksha Manch's convener Suryakant Kelkar says attacks by illegal immigrants from Myanmar on indigenous Meitei community of Manipur is an act of terrorism. Manipur government spokesperson and Education Minister T.H. Basantakumar says Manipur government is planning to hold a session of Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 16 or 17. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA HAJARIMAYUM bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF today postponed the mass burial ceremony of mortal remains of Kuki Zo people who lost their lives in the ongoing conflict for another 5 days upon intervention by the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. ITLF also submitted a memorandum to Union Home Minister Amit Shah for consideration of 5 demands for the Kuki Zo tribals of Manipur. The memorandum demands legalization of the burial site in S. Bolzang of Churachandpur, dark number 2022-202, to speed up the process of Kuki Zo political demand on total separation from Manipur and to transfer all tribal jail inmates in Imphal to other states. If Centre in Haukip said the mass burial ceremony was postponed after Union Home Minister Amit Shah had given them assurance through Mizoram it's realizing their dreams and demands. Earlier in the day, a large number of agitators reached Tilkangvaya, asked the mob to return, to which women agitators confronted with the RAF personnel. The protesters questioned the RAF personnel for stopping them from proceeding towards Torbung Bangla when Kukis were not stopped from committing violence. As things got escalated, RAF personnel resorted to firing several rounds of tear gas cells, smoke bombs and pepper smoke bombs to disperse the agitators. Around 50 individuals sustained injuries as they tried to flee the
Say my yaw point in the Tung the Sunupi and the post in Jalapa. When I see Changba, black Yamapai, at the red Sangba Yawi, at the energy of Cinema. I do go one hundred over the blue Suk Changba, is played by at the Yam, the Kapama of the so on Bangamate, midnight and then by Ngauriga, to get on the Mogi put to look for the net Maneva. Again, a voice into the man said to her wisdom when I
to maintain status quo ante of controversial site at Torbung Bangla in Bishnupur district, selected for mass burial by the Kuki Zo communities till the next date. The High Court bench of Acting Chief Justice M.V. Muralidharan and Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma issued several directions after hearing a PIL filed by International Meitei Forum. Though the case was not listed on the course list of the court for the day, the bench took up the matter today at 6 a.m. as an unlisted matter, taking into consideration the nature and urgency involved in the case. The court issued the order in public interest, taking into consideration the potentiality of aggravating the already volatile law and order situation due to the gathering of a large mob from both the communities on the land in question. The court also directed the respondents to take appropriate effective steps to control the law and order problem in and around the land in question. The court further directed the centre, state government and any aggrieved parties to make an effort to make an amicable settlement in this matter. The court said that the private respondents and all the representatives of the Kuki Zo community are also given liberty to apply to the official respondents for allotment of land for the purpose of burial within a Chingmeirong, Khongnang, Anikarak and North AOC and try to storm the 2nd Manipur Rifles to disperse the protesters. A Jawan of 6th Manipur Rifles and another civilian sustained injuries in firing and bombing attacks by suspected Kuki militants from Kotruk Maning Harautel towards Kotruk and Sanjam Chirang in Imphal West District. According to locals, firing started early in the morning today. Village volunteers and state forces retaliated the attacks by suspected Kuki militants by firing several rounds of bullets. A village volunteer of Kotruk sustained injuries on his ear and a Jawan of 6 Manipur Rifles on duty at Sanjam Chirang Maning Water Supply suffered bullet shot on his head while trying to protect the villagers. Injured Jawan is 48-year-old Torangbam Risi from Wangzing, Lamdeng. He was rushed to Ras Medicity in a critical conditions. Total curfew is being imposed in Imphal East and Imphal West district in view of tense law and order situations. The earlier order for curfew relaxation from 5. Bharat Raksha Manch's convener Suryakant Kelkar says attacks by illegal immigrants from Myanmar to indigenous Meitei community of Manipur is an act of terrorism and that Bharat Raksha Manch stands for the indigenous inhabitants. Speaking to media, BRM convener Suryakant Kelkar and tried to give a false narrative of Christians versus Hindu conflicts. Suryakant Kelkar leaders of CSOs highlighting the root causes of the prevailing Manipur crisis. Stay Manipur.
ट्राइब्स जो है वो पहाड़ियों में भी ज़मीन खरीद सकता है और प्लेन्स में भी खरीद सकता है और जो ट्राइब का दर्जा नहीं है मैतेई को तो मैतेई केवल प्लेन में मैदान में ही ज़मीन खरीद सकता है, बेच सकता है, किंतु पहाड़ियों में यानी अपने ही राज्य में वो ज़मीन खरीद नहीं सकता है। ये वास्तव में अन्याय है, स्पष्ट रूप से अन्याय है। तो ये सब दूर करते हुए सरकार ने योग्य व्यवस्था करनी चाहिए, ऐसी भारत रक्षा मंच मांग करता है।
Speaking to media, RPI Athawale National Secretary Maheshwari Thongnausam said a former MP from Myanmar in 1990 entered Manipur and settled at Churachandpur in 1995 and set up a Jomi Revolutionary Army, JET-RA, an outfit which is under suspension of operations. He said their demands for a separate administration cannot be taken lightly. Maheshwari said they would be demanding separation from India after separation from Manipur.
मणिपुर में बसा है और अभी बोल रहा है कि सेपरेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन दे दो, आप देंगे? नहीं देंगे। इसलिए थ्रू दिस प्रेस मीट बहुत हो गया है, बहुत चीज हो चुका है। अभी आप मतलब जो पावर में है और रूलिंग भी हो, अपोजिशन भी हो, इस टाइम राजनीति खेलने का टाइम नहीं है। सब बिना चिल्ला के सबसे महत्वपूर्ण क्या सॉल्यूशन मिलना चाहिए बैठ के अच्छी तरह से।
Minister Basanta Kumar said ideally assembly sessions should be convened every 6 months. He said the state government will convene an assembly session as per the laid down rules and regulations of the assembly. He also informed that some personnel of state security forces have been already airlifted to Moreh and there are around 200 state security personnel utilized as relief camps and accommodations for security forces, due to which resumption of classes was hindered. Basanta Kumar said government will find ways to facilitate students.
Akoi assembly pham se tha taruk khuding ki pham dabe ya deba constitutionally mandatory hoiba aduna tha taruk sub se akoi hantak ki tha gi last week sida sura parliament chakhi tar koi di akoi gi pham sida mi sudadana group ama nina laktadana akoi gi just one community gi representatives na phamadi wrong message ama chakhiba aduma laigadra haibadu madusu khanadaba yadaba haibtare aduna as per the within 6 months from the timing su tabanina around the third week 16 17 swaida phamnabagi process tawjari soidana su akoi phamgani haibadu akoi adamaina mayam lai thamjage.
Northeast Students Organization NESO slams the government for failing to take concrete measures to violence affected people belonging to Meitei community in Moirang and other parts of Bishnupur district. While on the second day yesterday, the team met with affected people of Kuki community in Churachandpur district. They also met with representatives of CSOs and submitted memorandum to Governor and Chief Minister urging them to expedite peace process in the state.
We are not in the state of Manipur. We are appealing to all to shun violence. We must create a peace and harmony in the state, but for that, the government will have to take initiative. That to continuous initiative. In 3 months, we have not seen a concrete step. So we need a very concrete step, result-oriented step, so that the contact, the discussion, and the dialogue can continue. And as a student body, on behalf of 7 states,
Training Center campus in Torbung Bangla of Bishnupur district. Thoubal Bazaar schools and colleges in Thoubal remain shut, and national highways passing through the district wore a deserted look during the protest. Communist Party of India Manipur State Council condemned that security forces had intervened the people from Valley in protesting over the mass burial of Kuki dead bodies at Torbung Bangla. Press release from the party says Manipur government should have taken necessary measures. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Citizens for Justice demanding proper verification of bodies kept at RIMS, Jenims and Churachandpur morgues. So keep watching Impact News.
Welcome to UNACO College Khongman, a co-educational college affiliated to Manipur University, offering BA, BAc courses. Regular class.
Join Graphic Era, deemed to be University Dehradun, ranked amongst the top 55 universities of India by NIRF 2023 and amongst top 300 to 400 engineering institutions in the world by Times Higher Education, Washington, D.C. with exceptional placement records. Graphic Era, transforming dreams into reality.
Unique NEET Academy की Foundation Course NEET UC 2024 की admission होसरे. Last date of registration नगस्ती meritorious students in board exam 2022-23 ngasti malangsin piro Unique NEET Academy.
Manipur Institute of Aviation and Hospitality, Changangai Airport Road. Admission open for commercial pilot training, air hostess training, airport operations and airline management, diploma in hotel management, bachelor in vocational in hotel management. With exclusive on-campus interview, placement assistance cell, and scholarship facilities. More than 150 placements in last few months at reputed airlines and hotel industry. For more details, please contact Manipur Institute of Aviation and Hospitality.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Citizens for Justice demands proper verification of bodies kept at RIMS, Jenims and Churachandpur morgue to identify whether they are Meiteis, Kukis or Myanmar nationals. Briefing media at Manipur Press Club today, Vice Chairperson of Citizens for Justice and retired Judge of Manipur High Court, A. Notu Neswari, said if the dead bodies include Myanmar nationals, they cannot be buried in the Indian territory as per law. She also stressed the need to verify and investigate into reports of false filing death cases of Meiteis as natural deaths by Churachandpur District Police. Notu Neswari demanded Churachandpur District Police to hand over the mortal remains of kidnapped and missing persons of the Meitei community. She welcomed the directions given by the High Court of Manipur to maintain status quo ante of the controversial site for mass burial as timely and apt. She suggested Mizoram Chief Minister to carry out a proposed mass burial in Mizoram since he has great compassion for them.
Maset sung khaido e hairega makhoi gi apamba thungna bagi da makta akhoi gi major oiba akhoi na khundari ba maite yauna akhoi kanglu kuntra mari manga se masigi mayok da makhoi thorokpani hain akhoi na lowi maram aduna masigi khwai gi best solution di senior citizen amagi suggestion oina haijarabada leiba manipur da yatari ba kuki mayam se pulab na mizoram da khongda biro moina pamlagadi aduga honorable prime minister amasung honorable home minister gi gujarat lamdam se asoba lamnina kuki gi da makta lamma set am piraga makhoi se maduda khunda leita bihan bigero kuki homeland do gujarat pibiro.
W.A.C. Sak was born in 1941 at Sangsak village in Manipur's Ukhrul district. He was the first tribal judge of an Indian High Court and the first Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh when the new state was formed by the Indian Army during the 1988 Operation Blue Star at Oinam village. He is survived by his wife and son. District level Peace Committee Jiribam Chairperson Tahemang Panmei says the revoked the transfer order of SPM Pradeep.
Transfer ase stay tawbiu aduga Jiribamda mapung phaba santi lehan biu amasung Jiribamda santi leiba haibase Manipur santi leiba haibaduni SP Saipu transfer toba haibase masi against the peace of Jiribam I did mine Lozaningi humble appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister Sri N Biren Singh Ji Chanbiduna Ekoigi SP se ma transfer order se state view adwa Jiribamda thabak suminarga ing tap santi leba district ama oihanbiu.
Patriots Day Observation Committee says the very essence of observing Patriots Day on August 13 is to enliven the strength of all the people and country.
Lopsing amusing thongna pokuna iripak ngamdam yoba asepatye ama lomni kanga to sayidagi chetchina chetchina saywa wapunsi petresi observation committee yanda in population
Khongman Mangzil Nupi expressed disagreement with the proposed mass burial of 35 suspected Kuki militants at Torbung, Bangla. United Sports and Development Association Thoubal Haukha Mamang Laikai members today provided clothes and food items to village volunteers of various places. Handing over the items, United Sports and Development Association Publicity Secretary Asem Surchandra lauded the village volunteers. Chingtam Social Workers Union Bamon Kampu has provided relief materials and sports items to children who are taking refuge at Urup High School Relief Camp in Imphal East. ABVP Manipur has provided study materials and sports items to children who are taking refuge at various relief camps open in Thoubal and Kakching districts. The items were donated by Student for Seva SFS, Jivanam Gift to Life, Disaster Relief, Saving Lives and Samvidan. Redin School located at Sangaipro Ningtem Kol in Imphal West District extended 30,000 rupees to Ras Medicine. As per a new rule laid down by Relief Committee Jenims with effect from August 7, casualties of the ongoing violence who require to continue or start treatment at Jenims Hospital are advised to get referral from authorities of relief camp where they are staying. Sky Hospital and Research Center Private Limited treated a 24-year-old female patient who was suffering from severe recurrent palpitation due to WPW syndrome. The patient is a resident of Imphal West District. The 7th Independence Day celebrations, a meeting was convened to abide by plastics-free protocol at the burial of 35 Kuki Zo people at Torbung Bangla in Bishnupur District upon intervention by Ministry of Home Affairs. Intense scuffle between security forces and large number of people who tried to storm mass burial site at Torbung, Bangla. At least 50 people sustained injuries. High Court of Manipur directs stakeholders to maintain status quo ante of the controversial site chosen for mass burial of 34 arms and ammunition to protect themselves. Bharat Raksha Manch's convener Mr. T.H. Basant Kumar says Manipur government is planning to hold a session of Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 16 or 17. And Citizens for Justice demands proper verification of bodies kept at RIMS, Jenims and Churachandpur morgues to identify whether they are Meiteis, Kukis or Myanmar nationals.
Kilal hobasing na nomay kaptuna miyamda aki akhang nanghanbaga loinana yummay thabagi thabak chathakiba adubu mayok na ba chatkibadagi kukilal hobasing na